Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's JC here. This video, I'm going to touch on quarterfinal four. Right. Yeah. Unfortunately, one of these teams had to get kicked out of the World Cup. Because, damn it, what a game, you know. I would never in my life ever have thought I would see a match like this. Now, this match ranks up there as, look, I'm 31. I've been watching rugby for close to 30 odd years. And the rugby I've seen, this match has to go up there as one of the best rugby matches I have seen in my life. You know, coming in, starting off this weekend, we've watched the Ireland All Black game. I thought that match would be the top. No match could rival that one. And then we have this SA versus France. It's so difficult picking which match would be match of the weekend, or even match of the tournament out of those two. So we first going to start off with key moments. Match got off to a flyer. Like literally 30 minutes in, scores were level, 19 all. You had 6 tries. You know, first try came 4 minutes in, Surabaya scores. Try gets converted, scores 7-0. Second try came in at the 8th minute. Here's what's set up. A turnover, a chip kick by Kobus Reinach. Kurt Lawrence getting the ball. Try. Mani Lobok converts it, scores 7-all. 17th minute, Lobok launches an up and under. It gets caught by Damien Dialendi. It like literally 2 phases and bam. Another try. Scores, unfortunate that conversion gets missed by Mani Lubbock. Scores 12-all. 12-7. Okay. 22nd minute. Mubaka scores a try. But here's what won us a game. A small moment like this. Cheslin Colby putting up his running shoes and sprinting to charge that kick down. Scores 12-all. Okay. 3 minutes later, Cheslin Colby shows another heroic. And Cheslin Colby scores a try, gets converted, scores 19-all. 19-12. Surabaya, that goes over the 30th minute for his second try of the match, gets converted. Obviously gets converted. Thomas Ramos does not miss a kick. Scores suddenly 19-all. In the 40th minute, Ramos slots a penalty and Ibn Etabek gets a yellow. Half-time score 22-19. 51st minute, France win a scrum penalty. Ramos slots it, scores 25-19. At this point, I'm sure South Africa fans were thinking, damn it, we're not just going to exit this tournament, but France are going to hammer us. The amount of momentum they had at that point. Then suddenly a momentum shift comes in. South Africa start dominating the scrums. 66th minute, we win scrum penalties and we decide to go for a tap and go. At this point, I was screaming, what the hell? But Ibn Etabek goes up for a try, gets converted. South Africa have a slender 1-point lead at 26-25 up. And 3 minutes later, Polo gets a penalty on the other side of the 50-meter line, decides to go for the points. At this point, you think, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is just your second match back. You already have enough flow in you to kick a 50-plus meter penalty. Good luck. And he slotted it. Scores suddenly 29-25. In the 71st minute, Thomas Ramos gets a penalty. And he slots it, scores 29-28. Sets up a dramatic finish. And yeah, scores ends up at 29-28. South Africa's favour. Now let's go to the statistics of this match. Now, seeing these statistics, we literally lost on every aspect except for the scoreboard. How we won this match, I don't know. But we won it. I think it comes down to composure and experience on the bench. But I'll get into that. Territory, South Africa 37%, France 63%. Possession, South Africa 40, France 60. And then we go to the attack statistics. Meters, South Africa 424 running meters, or carrying meters, and France 524. Runs, South Africa had 80 runs compared to France 154 runs. Gain line runs. Now, what I call gain line runs are basically runs that go over the gain line. France 82, South Africa 36. Defenders beaten. South Africa 12, France 43. Now you start wondering, how did we even score more tries than the French? Set piece. Set pieces won. This is more even. South Africa 12 to France 17. Scrums. South Africa 7 out of 8 for 88%. This is where we won, where we dominated. I think where we actually won the match. South Africa 7 out of 8 scrums won, 88%. France 5 out of 9 for a small 56%. Lineouts, South Africa won 5 out of 5 lineouts, which is obvious. 100%. France 12 out of 12 for 100%. Penalties considered. Now this is also, despite the yellow card, dead even. 6 penalties to 6 penalties. Yellow cards 1-0. Eben Etzebeth being our only yellow card for the whole tournament so far. Defense. South Africa forced to attempt 158 tackles to France 92. Missed tackles, South Africa 43, France 12. Those are statistics of the game. Now, what won South Africa the match with those statistics? First, it's a scrums. Secondly, the amount of experience we had on the bench. Playoff rugby is not just 15. It is a 23-man game. Okay? France, front row. Completely inexperienced compared to what South Africa had. South Africa had 2 sets of World Cup winning front rows for France had on their bench. The hooker was playing in just his 14th test. So obviously we're going to dominate the scrums there. You do not send an inexperienced front row onto a pitch midway through a playoff against South Africa. You will come off heavily second. Horribly. Secondly, I just think it comes down to playoff experience as well. As I said it before, I said it again. Southern Hemisphere rugby has required attributes to win playoff rugby against Northern Hemisphere. Because it's a completely different ball game. It comes down to small margins, small things, you know. So it comes down to guts, blood, sweat, tears. And if it comes to winning playoffs, I don't think there's a team that knows how to do it like South Africa does. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Safa. I'll say the same about the All Blacks as well. There's very few teams that know how to win playoffs like those two sides. Now it's semi-final prediction time. So you have semi-final 2, which is South Africa, England. If rugby experts will know that you don't really want to put money on this, it's a repeat of the 2019 World Cup final. Okay? It's a rivalry, a feud. The games, particularly between South Africa and England, it doesn't matter the form that these teams show. Anyone can win this game. It's been proven time and again. 2019 World Cup final, England went into that final heavily favourites, knocking out the mighty All Blacks, knocking out Australia the week before they knocked out the All Blacks in dominant fashion. Both those games were won in dominant fashion. And yet England got smashed in the final 32-12. Okay, now let's go even beyond the World Cup. Let's go our Twickenham rivalry that these teams have. I think leading up to this World Cup, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, I think South Africa and England only played each other twice. And they one win apiece. Okay? One win each. Okay? 2021 England won, 2022 South Africa won. Okay? So that already gives you the trend of how these fixtures are. It's not, you can't just say, wake up, South Africa are going to win or England are going to win. Depends on the team that shows up on the day. And now on form, despite England being unbeaten in this World Cup, on form, South Africa, on paper, South Africa should dominate. South Africa shouldn't even be. South Africa can even drop a couple of levels compared to how they play against France. Drop a couple of levels and we'll still dominate. But thinking like that, you are wrong as well. Said in a couple of videos prior to this one that the only Northern Hemisphere team that has the DNA of how to win a Rugby World Cup playoff is England in this day and age. Yeah, okay, France played a couple of finals. But when last did France play in a semi? Answer that for me. The answer will be 2011. That's 12 years ago. 2015, France got knocked out by the All Blacks. France got completely hammered by the All Blacks. 2019, France got beat by Wales. Okay. So the last time France won a playoff was actual fact 2011. Then you will say Ireland haven't won a quarterfinal. And I'm not saying that they've choked in this World Cup. I think honestly they lost to a brilliant All Black side. So put that in your mind. England are the only Southern Hemisphere team that actually knows in and out how to win a playoff. Okay? And England also know how to beat Southern Hemisphere teams in playoffs. So it's not set in stone. Look, my personal prediction, South Africa, but it won't be a 32-12. Look, it can be. It's possible. Yeah, people say England performed poorly against Samoa. England should have won further against Fiji. But you talk about a Fijian team that has beaten them prior to the World Cup. Fijian team that were actually should have beaten Wales. But it is what it is. And a Fijian team that has beaten Australia. So you see, scorelines don't matter in playoffs. Okay? I have South Africa taking it away in the final 20. So it's going to be about 15 or more, but South Africa will be taken away in the final 20 minutes. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, like my video. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys. Cheers.